Wild Bill and the other guy. I'm the other guy.
And I'm Wild Bill.
Great show for you today. We have a little Sixers talk, little Flyers talk, and a little Eagles Giants. Big game this Sunday. A little predictions, stuff like that. So before we get into the show, though, I want to say something. When we write this script at home, Billy and I, we write the script at home. We come in, we talk about it. Mm-hmm. We try not to look at each other's points, all right? Because that, it makes for better entertainment when he doesn't know what I'm going to be talking about. But he was able to look on my computer to see my points. So if
they were right on your desk.
If the viewer, if you're unsatisfied with this show and the arguments, it's because of him. So let's start with the Sixers. What's your opinion on the standings and just the Sixers as a whole? Let's talk about them.
From a conference standpoint, they're always in the same place. They're always 8th place, and they lose. They get bounced in the first round, and they get the 15th pick in the draft. From a divisional standpoint, they float in and out of 3rd and 4th and 2nd with the Knicks and Raptors.
Not
really irrelevant, but I think they have a bunch. Their team needs to be reconstructed. The only 2 players that are worth keeping, Maurice Spates and Drew Holiday. And I say Drew Holiday.
I like Thaddeus Young too. I think Thaddeus Young is a good player.
I don't think Thaddeus Young's passed the ball.
I think he's good. He can pass the ball. I think that the problem is stemming from the front office and the coaching staff. They have
Eddie Jordan should be hired.
They have a very athletic team. Andre Iguodala, Maurice Spates, Sammy Dalembert is pretty. He's big, he can get his hands up in your face.
Hang on for a second. Sammy Dalembert was supposed to be traded about 3 times to Sacramento Kings, and none of them went.
He will not leave. Just Sammy Dalembert, please leave.
He is a walking 2.11 rebound per game.
He gets some good blocks. His defense isn't bad, but my point is that they're very athletic. Their defense should be better. They shouldn't be allowing 100 points to a mediocre Charlotte Bobcats team all the time.
If there's one player on the team I would love to get rid of, it's Lou Williams. I know he's averaging 18 points a game. He does not pass the ball.
He was when he came out
a week ago. I was watching the game against the Dallas Mavericks. Lou Williams, in the last minute, the Sixers ended up losing the game by 1. They had 2 possessions where the game was tied before the game ended. Lou Williams came up the court, shot the ball twice when Elton Brand was wide open down low.
Well,
get rid of Lou Williams.
When Lou Williams was originally drafted out of high school by the Sixers, he was highly touted. He was supposed to be an excellent playmaker who couldn't shoot. I'm still wondering, what happened to that? Go back to the fact that he can't shoot. No. He's developed his shot, which is good. But we have to move on. Marketing ideas. The Sixers, you can buy 10 tickets for $100. How do you improve the attendance? Right now, they're averaging around 12,000 fans per game, which is towards the bottom of the NBA. This franchise is in danger of collapsing. What would you say, to Ed Stefanski? Ed Stefanski, watch this, please. It's very important. Just listen.
First, I would say, first from the coach, this is just minor, but Eddie Jordan, not really, pretty quiet. If you had Avery Johnson coaching, Avery Johnson, he's short, he's fiery, and you'll talk with the courtside people who are right behind him. As for that,
I don't think that has much to do with it, but okay.
Yeah, that's the best I can think of. There's nothing you can do to make this team better. They tried changing the logo. They tried making 10 tickets $100.
It doesn't work. Okay, beyond having the cheerleaders do something, I can't think of anything that would be that would help the attendance so much to the fact that they will be within the top 10 of attendance. But I can say, the Flyers after 4 goals or whatever, you get a free McDonald's.
Yeah,
I can say, for X amount of points that the Sixers score, it has to be a high amount of points, over 100 points.
Yeah, that's what some teams do.
You get a free McDonald's breakfast. Or how about we? This is a little different. I don't think this has ever been done. How about you promote defense? If the other team scores under a certain amount of points, then you can get a free McDonald's or Wendy's something or other.
I don't think they'll draw them anymore, but
it's something.
All right, coming up, our Sixers aficionado Will Offit will join us. You're watching Wild Bill and the Other Guy. Stay with us.
As promised, we have in studio William Offit, Sixer. He claims to be a Sixers aficionado, connoisseur, whatever. We'll test his knowledge right now. We'll pick his brain, see what he's got. All right, we're gonna be talking Allen Iverson with you. 2 questions. First one: Is Iverson a good fit for the Sixers? Give me some of the pros, some of the cons of him being on the team.
First of all, I don't think it's a very good move at all. Ed Stefanski, right now, he's in a desperate time.
Yeah.
He needs to find a way to sell tickets. I mean, they're the worst team in attendance in the entire league. I think, even though he said that he brought in Iverson to replace Williams during his injury after he broke his jaw, I think the true meaning of the move was to sell tickets.
I think you're
and
completely right. I was planning on arguing with you, but I have the same opinion. I think it was completely a marketing idea. It was all about marketing. I don't think that he's going to add so significantly to their...
He'll sell tickets for a couple more games. First
exactly.
2 games.
But I'm going to have to say that the con of it is, why would you sign Iverson? I understand you need some attendance, but you need to tank. You need to start tanking, Sixers. You need to start losing. You have no core other than, like Thaddeus Young, and even Jrue Holiday can't shoot. I mean, he's a rookie, but, those are your 2 players in your core. You need higher draft picks, so that's my con of signing Iverson. Second question for you. Why would the Sixers want Iverson if they have a terrible core? If like I just said, why would they want him? Can you give me a reason or no?
Well, obviously they think that, staying competitive and selling tickets is a better option than tanking. You can look at the Oklahoma City Thunder. They've tanked 4 years straight.
They're good now.
This year, they're decent. They're not great. They're getting better, but really, all that does is create a losing atmosphere. And what you want to do is continue to get your young guys to start to learn how to win games. Right now, we don't have a single guy on our team that's been past the first round of the playoffs. Iverson, at least, has been to the finals. He knows how to win, or at least get to the championship. And he can. He brings, talent. He's not the same Iverson.
But if the Sixers, that they're going to finish 8th or 9th, or maybe they'll be on the edge of the playoffs with Iverson. They're probably going to lose in the first round. They're going to have to play Orlando or Boston, and they're going to lose in the first. Why would you want? I would have to argue that Sixers fans, be loyal to your team. Stick it out so that you can get a higher draft pick. Show up to the games keep a mediocre attendance so that while the team tanks, so that you can have a higher draft pick. Why would you not do that?
You could argue that, tanking doesn't necessarily guarantee you a great player. You look at our last few draft picks, Thaddeus Young, Maurice Bates, Jrue Holiday. All of those are middle picks, and we didn't have to tank to get those guys.
But look at our record. I don't see what the point is.
Well, that's... I don't think talent... This is a whole different argument. I don't think talent is the problem right now. I think we have plenty of talent. I think right now is chemistry and coaching, like you said earlier.
All right, Will, thank you for being on the program. We look forward to talking to you sometime in the future.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
Yep. Stick around later. We'll be talking about the Eagles-Giants. Big matchup this week. And little Flyers. And we'll finish up with Bonafide or Bogus. Stick around. You're watching Wild Bill and the Other Guy on Haverford TV News.